Today we have Shuttle Command. It's a quality game, a universe game. The game designed to be like an actual shuttle flight. One time smooth, the next full of delays. As the Space Shuttle Commander, you make decisions that affect the length of the game. Complete your assigned missions, answer space history questions, and return to Earth. But be cautious, equipment malfunctions may delay your landing. It's an educational family game full of adventure and strategy. Plays in 40 to 60 minutes. Ages 10 to adult. 2 to 4 players or crews of any number of players. Made in the USA. I got it at the Antique Gallery for $350. It was $450. So. Copyright 1985. And here's, I guess, what the board looks like. Here it says this game took 18 months to research and develop while being printed. The tragic L-51 mission occurred. To the memory of the 7 heroic crew members, we dedicate this game. So on the box, we have roll the motion indicator, be assigned a launch pad, and blast off on your space shuttle mission. Try not to land on a pearl space, or you may have equipment malfunction that requires you to dock at the space station for repairs. You may receive emergency orders that abort your mission and send you off on a special mission. You will have to make command decisions which affect your flight, and will have to refer to your flight manual to attempt to answer space history. You'll find Shuttle Command to be an educational game full of adventure and strategy, all to give you hours of enjoyment journeying into orbit. The game is designed to be much like an actual shuttle flight. One time smoothly, the next time full of problems, but never quite the same twice. That's what the book looks like. It's got a flight manual, attempts to answer space history questions. Different things. So, let's check it out. Shuttle Command. Check it out. Here's Shuttle Command instructions. Instructions. Congratulations, you're about to embark on your first shuttle mission. We're sure you will have hours of enjoyment journeying into space, completing your assigned missions. We have designed the game to be much like an actual shuttle flight. One time smooth without a problem, the next frustrating with countless equipment failures. To ensure each shuttle commander has a thoroughly understanding how to complete his mission successfully, let us brief you on the procedures of operations, how to play the game. Please take a few moments to read the rules, and then we'll let you take over Shuttle Command. So there's the equipment, how many players, the object of the game, be the first to complete 2 assigned missions. That would be these missions. Here's another mission. We've got various different missions here. How to begin play. Examples. Clockwise. Pearls cards. Emergency order cards. Command decision cards. Space station. The flight manual. And prepare for assigned mission. Lost turn indicator. Terms you should know. ASAP, docking pad, flight manual index, MIHI, motion indicator, PFAM, PFL, PFO, PFR, PFSM. So each color group has, they put their mission here, they put the cards here, lost turn indicators, equipment malfunctions, and each team has these, which are your equipment. And when they malfunction, you put, see, LTI, life support, oxygen, radio, the computer. I guess this is your spaceship. Yeah, this is your spaceship. So it says this token represents your spaceship, and these are your equipment malfunction units that you put on the board when they malfunction. You got a die, different types of cards for different things. Of course, you got the different missions. Let's check out the different missions. See, here's a mission where you deploy space probe using mechanical arm direct toward planet Venus. Here's one that says retrieve Spartan probe and return to Earth. Here's one that says deploy Star Wars killer satellite. Here's one that says launch first civilian school teacher into orbit, perform special experiments. Here's one that says transport senator into orbit for fact-finding assignment. Future funding depends on results. Here's one that says repair or return dead satellite to Earth. Here's one that says spacewalk to reset power switch on disabled satellite. Here's one that says deploy the Spartan probe. Here's one that says launch Star Wars. Dude, I want to get stuck together. Star Wars deflector shield or experimental use. Here's one that says collect one ore samples from Martin Lander probe and return to Earth for analysis. Here's one that says take supplies to astronauts running a space station. Here's one that says gather data from Halley's Comet using special scientific equipment. Here's one that says correct the orbit of the Star Wars radar jamming satellite. And here's one that says deploy French communication satellite. Then we have these different cards. Let's check them out. So we got emergency order cards, pearls cards, and command decision cards. So sometimes you'll land on prior spaces where you'll have to oh my gosh, that's a big board. Sometimes you'll land on places where you'll have to draw cards. Let's look at the cards. See, here's special orders. We got imperative you reposition Star Wars spy satellite to detect unusual Soviet movement. Strange Soviet spacecraft detected on radar. Change course to PFO for visual checks. Hurricane detected traveling towards Gulf Coast. Reposition with there's a light to prepare and warn residents. Advance 7 spaces to avoid interfering with other shuttle missions. Advance 4 spaces. Communication satellite losing orbit. Spacewalk necessary to reset power switch. Change course to PFO 5. Unusual high radiation readings have been detected in that area. Imperative you attempt landing as quickly as possible. Advance to prepare for re-entry PRFR and make final check. You may not land unless your assigned missions have been completed and you have at least one piece of equipment in each category. Other shuttle cannot reach space. Station repairs. Towcraft to space station. Advance to PS FSM, advance 8 spaces. Try to make visual check on other satellite communications, advance 3 spaces. Transfer navigational computer and entire tied to stranded Soviet spacecraft, advance to FSM and keep guarded until order is complete. Imperative you attempt landing as close as possible. Advance 6 spaces. Transfer Senator from your shuttle to another craft for immediate return to Earth. Transfer medical supplies manufactured in space to other shuttle for immediate return to Earth. Reposition spy satellite to lock on the Kremlin. Transport ill cosmetic for social spacecraft to another spacecraft. Transport school teacher to shuttle craft. Track Soviet homing device. Advance to PFO. Then we got command decisions. Check out the different command decisions. This one says either advance 2 spaces or go back 3 spaces or take a turn away from another player. This one says either dock at space station repairs, advance to next PFO or advance to PFAM. This one says either dock at space station for repairs or advance to next PFO or advance to PFAM. This one says either advance 2 spaces or go back 5 spaces or take a turn from another player. This one says either dock at space station or roll indicator. This one says the same thing. This one says go back 4 spaces or take a turn from another player. This one says either advance to PFAM, advance to next PFO, or take a turn from another player. This one says either advance to next PFO, dock at space station, repairs, or take a turn from another player. This one says advance 3 spaces or follow instructions, advance to PFAM or go back a space. This one says advance 8 spaces or go back 7 spaces or take a turn away from another player. This one says advance 6 spaces, go back 2 or take a turn from another player. This one says either advance to PFAM, dock at space station or necessary repairs or take 1 turn from another player. This one says either advance to the next PFO, advance to PFAM, or roll an indicator die. This one says either advance 6 spaces, go back 3 spaces, or take a turn from another player. This one says either dock at space stations, repairs, advance to the next PFO, or advance to PFAM. This one says either advance 4 spaces, go back 2 spaces, or dock at space station for necessary repairs. This one says either advance to PFAM, advance to the next PFO, or roll indicator. Either advance 2 spaces or follow instructions, go back 2 spaces, or dock at space station for repairs. Either dock at space station for repairs, advance to PFAM, or take 1 turn from another player. Now we have Pearl's cards. This one says awaiting ground control instructions, lose 2 turns. Down. Oh, this one says place 1 computer in the MEHA and hold position if last computer dock at space station for repairs. This one says circuit breaker needs reset, lose a turn. This one says complete oxygen system inoperative, place all units on oxygen and MEHA and dock at space station. This one says electrical system shut down, place 1 radio and 1 computer in MEHA or lose 2 turns. This one says computer malfunction, place a computer in MEHA and last computer dock at the space station for repairs. This one says communications failure, place 2 radios in MEHA. This one says place 1 computer in MEHA and hold position of your computer. This one says place all remaining radios in MEHA. This one says Wait, ground control instructions. Those 2 turns. This says electrical short circuit damages. Equipment place 1 radio, 1 computer, and 1 piece of life support equipment on the MEJ. This one says, gosh, life support system shutdown. Place 1 piece of equipment in the MEJ. It says radio antenna where it needs to be reconnected. There's a turn. This one says computers are down. Place all computers on the image. They say this is oxygen leak discovered. Place a unit of oxygen in the MHA. This one says place a unit of oxygen. This one says place 1 radio, 1 computer, 1 unit of oxygen. This one says place 1 unit of oxygen or lose a turn. This one says place all life support equipment in the image and dock at the space station for return repairs. And this one says lost communications, place 1 radio in the image and go back 2 spaces. Alright. Let's look at the board. Okay. The Pearls card go there, the command decision cards go there, and emergency order cards go there. Here is an assigned mission. So, all these different assigned missions. Prepare for assigned mission. Then you get the assigned mission. Then here's the MEHA place, manufacturing equipment holding area. Here's a space station where you land in the docking pad. Here's the emergency missions. For special missions. Here's the launch pad. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 different players can play. Roll the indicator to determine the pad. And you launch into space. Then you go around and you go around this planet. Then you gotta get through, and you gotta go around this planet. You gotta go through here and go around this planet. Then you gotta get around and go around this planet. Then you gotta get through somehow and go around this planet. And as you see, the
push the cap down tight and she's ready to go.
And then you got this system here, which is re-entry, and then you got here's landing area. So there's a bunch of different things going on this board. I mean, there's a lot of things going on this board. They got the assigned mission area, the landing areas, the launching areas, the emergency mission areas, the space station here, and the various different areas where you're going around the planet, I guess, or the planets. So it's a big board. Look at that big old board. The landing area, launching area, special mission, emergency missions area, assigned missions area, re-entry area, first orbit area, second orbit area, third orbit area, fourth orbit area, and fifth orbit area, and where all the cards are. So that's been Space Shuttle Command. Now, different areas, like, see the red areas, they take Pearls cards. You would take that. The green spaces say take command decision cards. You would take one of those. And the yellow spaces say take emergency decision orders cards, which would be those. But there's also certain areas where they ask you to they ask you certain questions and about space, and this is the question book where it's got the flight manual. See the flight manual. See section 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, you would roll the die, right, to ask a question, and you would like see each one is a question, and see each section page has 6. So you'd roll the die 3 times, right? Because there's 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages. Yeah, see, because there's 6 pages. Since there's 6 pages of questions, what you would do is you would roll the die 3 times. The first number would let you know what page number to go to. Second number would let you know which section to go to. And the third number would let you know what question of that section you'd have to go. So that's been Shuttle Command Space Game on this Sunday. So remember, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Keep on gaming. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And everybody have a great, wonderful, amazing day. Later.